Brian, have you got those figures?
We have to do an interview, John.
Yeah, right, we'll do that, Gina. I've got to go to Treasury, Brian. They'll ask me what they always ask me. Are we going to break even like Atlanta?
Like what?
Like Atlanta. Atlanta broke even, isn't that the story?
Bit early to tell.
Well, take your time, Brian. There's a whole century not touched yet.
Well, I'll know when they know.
Atlanta don't know whether they broke even?
Well, it's too hard to tell. I mean, the figures haven't all come in yet. I mean, 65% of the Atlanta budget was value-in-kind payments.
Value-in-kind payments.
Yeah.
What are value-in-kind payments?
Well, that's what's hard to tell. I mean, it's interpreted in different ways.
Well, how did they interpret it? Let's use them as a basis. How did they interpret it?
But it's impossible to know. You'd have to go through all the accounts of all the companies concerned.
No, Brian, no. Look, you've got your expenses down one side and your income down another side. They balance. Isn't that the way it works?
Look, I know that, and I would have thought so too. But, you know, things change. For example, do you realise that our budget has risen by 50%
Our budget?
since we had the right to stage this thing?
50% up?
Yeah.
That's not terribly good, is it?
Well, it's all right if income has risen by 50%.
Can I ask a personal question?
Yeah.
Has income risen by 50%?
I doubt it.
You doubt it. You don't know, Brian? I thought you did this for a living.
John, look, the income isn't in yet, OK? I mean, sometimes it doesn't come in. Most times it doesn't come in until afterwards. I mean, it's really, really tricky stuff.
Brian, I tell you what, the public are not going to wear a shortfall on the games. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, but, John, there are certain monies that we only have a provision for a start.
A provision for?
Yeah.
As distinct from what?
Well, like an amount.
Oh, I'd like $40 worth of petrol. I haven't got any money, but I made a provision for it.
No, John, look, hang on. I'll give you an example, right? Take the Olympic Stadium, OK? Right, now, would you say that the Olympic Stadium is an expense of the Games?
Obviously, it's an expense
Of course
of the
it
games.
is. OK. Now, the Olympics are going to last 2 weeks, but the Olympic Stadium, that's going to be there for a long time.
Well, what are you going to
afterwards.
regard it as
John,
if you
look,
don't regard
please,
it as an
come on.
expense of the Olympics? It's
John,
an Olympic
John,
stadium.
Will you please trust me, OK? All right? OK? Sydney will break even. I've got to go. I'm sorry. I'm a bit late.
We're 50% over.
See you after lunch.
And Sydney will break even. He's a bit casual. I mean, he's just told me that the Sydney Games are going to break even, having previously just told me we're 50% over budget.
Well, I've been saying for ages we should be looking at our costs. Hi, Jared. Thank you. I owe you one.
Who's Jared?
Don't worry about it.